This is my interview with my mom, Trina Miller, to find out more about her life. What is your earliest childhood memory?
My earliest childhood memory, that's a hard one because I think when you're young, your memories kind of mush together. But the first one that I remember is when my brother, who is 5 years older than me, made his first communion, and we were walking down the aisle at church and I was acting up, and I remember him turning around and yelling at me, and the priest then yelling at him. That's the earliest thing I can remember.
What was your school like for you as a child?
School was pretty easy for me. I didn't really have to study a lot. I participated in a lot of activities, had cheerleading, volleyball, basketball, track, so I had a lot of fun.
And where did you attend grade school, high school, and college?
Grade school, I went to Marshall Elementary in Dubuque. Junior high, I went to Jefferson Junior High in Dubuque. High school, I started high school in Arizona, in Tucson, Arizona at Canyon Del Oro High School, and then I moved back to Iowa and I finished high school at Bellevue High School, and then I went to college at NICC.
Of all the things you learned from your parents, what do you feel was the most valuable?
Love. I think that I came from a very loving home, and I think that that's the strongest base that you can start a life on.
Do you remember any fads from your youth, such as popular hairstyles and clothes?
The hairstyle that I remember the most is probably the cloth, with the big bangs curled over and ratted up, and pinch rolling your jeans. That was a big thing when I was in high school.
And how is the world different today from when you were a child?
The main difference for me today, I think, is technology, and the kids with technology. When I was growing up, we obviously didn't even have computers or anything like that, or VCRs or DVD players, and now kids have cell phones and iPads and iPods and everything under the sun, and can communicate in many different ways that we just didn't have available to us. I think in some ways it's a very good thing, and in some ways I think it takes away the social interaction I think that kids need at sometimes. So
I agree. When and how did you meet your spouse, and what did you do on dates?
I met your dad. One night I stopped at my friend's house to tell her something, and he was laying on her couch. It was her cousin. I'd never met him before, and just met him in passing, and then after that, I think he called, and we would go to dances. That was the big thing. We'd go to listen to bands play, and just hang out and watch movies, and just spend time with each other.
What do you believe is the key to a successful marriage?
I would have to go back to love. I think you have to love someone with all your heart in order to be committed and be together and raise a family.
And what has been your proudest moment as a parent?
There are so many to pick from. I'm just proud in general of both of my girls. I would say your high school graduation was a very proud moment for me. I would say that any accomplishment that any of my kids do, I think, is a proud moment for me. So that's hard to pick. I don't know that I could pick one.
What is your profession, and how did you choose it?
I am a relationship manager at Prudential Retirement. I don't know that I necessarily chose that profession. I have an accounting degree and went to Prudential Retirement because it's a financial institution, and kind of started in this role 13 years ago, and it's evolved to where it is today, and I'm still doing it.
And what accomplishments are you the most proud of?
That's easy, my kids.